Alrighty, folks, we are back with more Rattrun. We're not doing any more Transformers talk, Bowery.
But we need to know Christ on the cross transformer is compatible with other standard Transformers accessories. He's got 5mm ports.
You should always know what Jesus' ports are.
Well, I will be. Yes, AJ, good point. I need to fix that.
Get like tattooed on your forehead. Sort out the mixing. So that when you look at yourself in the camera, you can be like, oh, I need to sort out the mixing.
It's because because I can't go from different profiles of OBS. I don't. All profiles go. Oh, you set up your audio. You want that for everything. No.
I feel like I could do with a bit more brightness.
All right. Anyway. So, who are you? What are you? And to celebrate Stay Home Because You're Well Day, what would you do if you got to stay home for a day? Starting with Bowery.
Well, je suis Papa Gâteau. Enchanté. Oh.
You frozen, Bowery.
I'm trying to decide whether I would buy a 3D printer. Or whether I would just play like Bayonetta 3.
And there was no better time than halfway through introducing yourself to figure that out.
I know, like, what I would do if I was at home, buy a 3D printer so I can 3D print Christ on the Cross Transformer.
Who is your character, Bowery?
I said, je suis Papa Gâteau.
You're not going to talk tell us about Papa Gâteau, you're just going to go from that?
I don't know, I feel like everyone knows Papa Gâteau. Papa Gâteau is a household name, you know? Like, you don't need to say any more than that. Everyone knows Papa Gâteau.
Okay.
Fun for the whole family.
If you're sure.
Except Cloud. Poor Cloud.
But Baptiste.
No, Cloud is the one who's dead.
Oh no, Baptiste is no leg.
Yeah, Baptiste is just in constant torment. He's still alive, at least.
Alright. Next
Who
we
would
have
you
Jeff.
rather be, Baptiste or Cloud? There's the question.
I am Jeff, I am playing Blu-ray, and I would just love any day off. I would do nothing with it.
That's a lie, you'd be playing Pokemon.
I probably would. I'll play Pokemon and watch anime. That is my life.
Reread Chainsaw Man. I could reread Chainsaw Man. It's not very long.
While you
like
while you're 3D
books,
printing stuff.
It's like 10 books. 12 books.
Yeah. Yeah, but
12
manga's
books.
quick to read. It's quick to read manga.
Yeah, I suppose.
You can
Alright.
3D print stuff while you're reading your manga.
Next we have Klepto.
I am Klepto. I'm playing Sparkling Glucose. If I had a day off,
Pretty much every day, huh?
Today, I would probably play Sandrock and nap. Because it's cold, so I just bundle myself up in blankets.
It is cold. It's very cold now.
Oh, God.
It's not often you'll see us wearing a jumper, so you'd better enjoy it.
Right, we literally have like a summer duvet and a winter duvet, and because Klepto keeps getting cold, like I've still got the summer duvet because I don't really feel it that much. You know, I've got the insulation.
Yeah,
but
same.
we've literally folded the winter duvet up to like double it up, so she's underneath like my summer duvet and like double winter duvet, and she still complains that she's cold.
So
See my breath, Jeffrey.
my all-the-time duvet is that, which is just like a fleece blanket that you would throw over a sofa.
Bowery lives in his car like Bubble.
I get hot on a night. It's much nicer to be cold than it is to be too hot.
Professor Utonium kicked out, he's going on hard times.
Alright, and finally we have Mr. Helking.
Hello, I'm Helking. I'm playing Dr. Coyle, Rattrun. And I kind of have days off a lot, so I'm not sure exactly what I would spend it on at all. I guess I fix my sleep schedule, for one thing. That's about it.
All right. And
Well, that took a while.
what
That took a while after last
happened
week.
last week?
We were restaurant critics, or health and safety officers.
Yeah.
We infiltrated, I don't know, Oscar Jemima's restaurant or whatever it was.
Ollie James.
Ollie James, yeah. I like Oscar Jemima. So, turn that off. Turn off me here. We uncovered a conspiracy. To do with organic carrot farming, I believe.
I'm going to stabilise the economy. We couldn't stand for that, so we burnt the place down.
Exactly, and now we are wanted fugitives.
Wait, are we fugitives, or is it just...
You
Yeah, man,
were,
it was
then
like wanted
you
posters.
hacked the things, so you're no
Yeah.
longer wanted fugitives.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still wanted. We're still wanted, they just don't know who to look for.
The people with mustaches and that one person without a mustache are the ones that are wanted. We aren't, because only one of us has a mustache.
It is
That's
true.
true. Sorry, I just remembered I need to French it up. I need to get into character.
As everyone just rolls their moustache, yeah. All right, we'll go from there.
Maybe. I've moved me things around because this new chair's quite big, so I'm gonna have to adjust things a little bit.
Oh no, is your new chair too big for you?
Dear
There?
bits.
I had to shuffle everything. It's quite big. It's extremely comfortable though.
Too late. You didn't have it for your charity stream.
Yeah. I think I said last year I would buy a new chair and I just didn't.
I vaguely remember that now. All right, well, we'll carry on from there. So last week you stopped working for the fat cat, and he tried to arrest you. You escaped through the vents.
Setting his office on fire.
So you returned to the peppermint crocodile.
Yeah, peppermint croc style.
Which seems to be the pep croc, which seems to be the location we're going to start from.
Yes, the staging grounds.
Our unofficial HQ.
So as you're frequenting your usual table in the peppermint crocodile, you recognise one of the regular dancers, who is a small mouse with lopsided ears and poor fashion choices, coming up to you. Huh?
I didn't think you were going to say yes.
Belry.
Get your
Be a
mind
star,
out of the gutter.
Belry. Be a star.
I mean, to be fair, they're always a little bit off.
I know.
That's just how nature intended. Stop
It
being
is.
a pervert.
I'm not.
People
You're
can't
the
help
one
their
who
ears,
got-
Belry.
You're the one who wanted to go to the peppermint crocodile, not me.
So,
Look at that Jesus Christ robot and you confess your sins.
it knows, Belry. It knows.
It does.
All right.
Becca,
So,
Jesus knows all your sins.
this mouse with its lopsided ears and poor fashion choices comes up to you, its eyes full of tears, going, "Have you seen Marie?"
Marie? What? Didn't she have the night off? Is this her night on?
No.
Which one's Marie again?
She's the shrew with the lovely long blonde hair.
I did like her.
She went away with some guy last night. I can't find her. Her kids are looking for her.
What guy?
I don't know. He was that guy over the. It sat over there, and they point over to this big VIP table, which is currently empty.
Some big shot thinks you can come in here stealing our Marie.
Coming over here, taking out women. How dare they?
Marie, who we didn't even recognize. When you say, sorry, long hair, I'm not sure how I take it. Are we talking like she's got like a ponytail, or is she
Wait.
like a cousinette situation because she's covered in hair?
You have to remember this is the sort of Mouseguard world. If they can have like some kind of humanish hair style with
I've
their
never
sort
read
of mouse
Mouseguard.
form.
Like sparkling glucose.
I've never read Mouseguard, sorry. So I didn't know. I was imagining like a cousinette situation.
I mean, you could do if you wanted. You could just be like long-haired. I mean,
And then when
constru-
she's on the
cons-
stage, she just sort of goes like, woof,
yeah, I
with the
mean,
pattern.
yeah, I mean, you know, each to their own.
lopsided ears.
Go whoosh. Part the scene and show off
Like
that
when
shit.
you're a bit lopsided, it is more natural. Now, children, this is what we call making it rain, you see? This is your education.
This is all the money we used to eat, but it's going to them.
Well, they all need to eat too. Everybody needs to eat. Especially the papa. See?
We papa.
So, this mouse looks at you and goes, you gotta find Marie. She's missing.
Okay, we'll
The
look
kids
for
are
Marie.
worried about her.
That's it. Children.
What's
So hungry, papa.
God? Barry, I think you were so high pitched we couldn't hear you.
Is that fair enough? Ignore that then. We'll pretend that didn't happen. It's probably for the best.
Carry on.
It's okay. I forgot where we were.
I
I thought you meant like the children and glucose.
No,
sparkling glucose will go over to the bar area and see if there's like a head barman type deal and ask them about the VIP people.
you go over to the barman. There is a frog with an eye patch who is cleaning a glass.
Yeah.
It seems cool already.
It does.
Sorry, say again.
It's a you walk over to the bar. There's a frog with an eye patch and his like sort of red waistcoat, and he looks quite annoyed as he spits into a glass and cleans it.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I was inquiring about the gentleman that's been frequenting the VIP section lately. Do you
Yeah.
know who he is? Well, we could get hold of him. I owe him some money.
He sort of looks at you with his one beady eye, and sort of looks back into the distance and just goes, "VIPs are off limits."
Well, it's just that I owe him some money, and I was wanting to get him his money back, you know? So, like, I don't necessarily need his address or nothing, just his name will do.
VIPs are off limits. Rep, speak to security. Rep.
Okay, well, you have a nice day, and I'll be sure to give you a nice big tip when we're leaving.
He sort of looks at you quizzically as wondering what you're meaning by that, and then shrugs and goes back to cleaning his glass.
I think it is clear. What we need to do is to become VIPs ourselves. And on that note, I will have the finest bottle of your champagne, good sir.
He sort of blinks and looks at you and goes,
That'll be 20 seats.
I have donuts. Do you take donuts? What is the exchange rate?
he looks at you with your boxes and boxes of donuts, and sort of pokes one of them and goes,
They're going moldy. No interest.
They are not moldy, they are merely a little bit stale, but you will find that has a pleasant texture.
Yeah, they make really good burgers that way.
Yes, you could make a fantastic burger.
I don't cook.
Oh, well, Papa's actually a real good cook. He could cook you up something real nice, and, you know, if he cooks you up something real nice, you might, remember about this VIP chat.
We got a chef already. We don't need another one.
But
This guy's an iron wall. You're not getting anything.
I am
from
no
him.
mere chef. I am a gourmand, sir. I am no mere chef.
Yeah, and this chef would be just for you.
What would I do with a chef?
Have some
Good.
real good food. It'll improve your mood.
You do look like you could do with some help with that, sir.
He just stares a hole through you with his one beady eye.
From where I am, can I see security or a member of security?
You can see, as you're, I assume, in the club itself, you see various members of security wandering around.
We're in the Peppermint Crocodile, right?
Yep.
Or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not get ourselves kicked out here. All right. Just
So, sorry. Go on. Okay. When I was making it rain, does that mean I was pelting them with donuts?
Yes. Yes. You were throwing donuts onto the stage, and everyone was giving you looks of just. Oh, okay.
There's lots of strippers with donuts stuck in their hair now.
It is a Montreal custom.
The dance finishes, and the semi-dressed vole on stage tries to scoop up all the donuts and leave the stage.
Semi-dressed? I thought we were paying for it to get fully nude.
Well, this is
no, it's like everyone's nudes here and there. They want to get dressed.
this is a
This is
classier
the
joint.
matinee.
But to join, we need to go to the CDA place.
If you want such
But
things, you go to seedier places. Yeah.
Seats.
Oh god.
Right, I want to...
It's security.
Yeah, security. We'll, like, call them over to our little booth, just like...
Okay. A very angry-looking rabbit in a tight-fitting black security vest comes over. Yeah, what do you want?
I have some inquiries.
About what?
Do you know who was in the VIP booth yesterday? We owe them money and we want to pay them back.
Like, what? I don't know. Why would you owe them money? What happened? Did you have a bet or something?
Yes,
Well,
it was a dancing competition.
I see. I suppose I can find out.
He sort of looks at you quite confused and then walks off to another person, sort of speaks to them, and you see the classic finger to the ear, and then back down again, and then whispers something to him, and he comes over to you and goes,
Right, well, if you owe the money, give it here. We'll leave it in an envelope for them.
You see, sir, money was a euphemism. We were trying to be polite in the conversation, and I do not you think you want to give him what we owe him.
he just looks at you, his eyes widen slightly as it dawns on him what you mean, and he backs off a little bit and goes back to the other one, talks again. Again, the fingers go up and come back down again, and he comes back to the table and says,
Alright, well, usually they're in again tomorrow, so,
yeah, bye, and walks off immediately, trying to like get as far away from the desk as possible before you ask any more questions.
I suppose we could just enjoy the comforts of the Peppermint Crocodile until tomorrow.
24 hours.
We just live here now. How much would it cost us to like just rent this little corner space out permanently?
It would cost a lot of seed.
Yeah, we need to get some seeds.
You
You
go
guys-
farmer.
Wait a minute, I've got foraging. Or do I have foraging? Yeah.
I think we should rob a farmer.
Yeah, I've got foraging. Can I go look for seeds?
You can go and look for seeds.
You're looking like down the backs of sofas, isn't it?
Well, people drinking, making it rain seeds on the strippers. I'm sure, just like the backs of sofas have coins, the backs of these sofas probably have seeds.
Because we spend a lot of time in the pep crop, do most of the people in here know who we are?
You're relatively new compared to a lot of the ones that are here. There's a lot of quite sort of slightly balding, aging rodents of various degrees of fatness sitting around the stage, watching as close as possible.
Standard skeezy people you find in strip clubs.
Or
Yeah.
eating like
That didn't work.
buffalo wings and
What we're doing.
watered down beer.
Roll.
Couple them with like wedding wings slid off in the pocket.
Klepto's trying to figure out how to roll a dice. Here we go.
The Lord of the Land approaches.
Big numbers.
Big numbers clapped
No,
out.
what am I doing wrong? Is it because I'm putting a space?
Ooh, we've been raided by Ian. Hello,
Yeah.
Ian.
Ian, oh, well, like Ian. Hey, Ian.
You
Alright,
are
Ian.
a letter.
Welcome to the strip club.
Like me,
Why is it not?
you are a part of this
Thank
place.
you for following, Cat.
What am I doing?
You're doing something wrong. She needs technical assistance.
Yeah.
Technical assistance.
Technical
What you
assistance.
doing?
Hang on. Dice rolling channel. Let
I'm
me see.
doing.
It's slash roll, and then the thing should pop up. that you
Yeah,
click
the
on.
thing. Right. Oh, click. E 5 plus 4.
You can do it. I believe in you, Klepto.
Woo! 13. Can I find seeds down these sofas?
You start crawling around the floor trying to find seeds. You find about maybe 5, 6, 7, and as you're sort of crawling around more, you sort of stop suddenly as you see the feet of this giant rabbit in his very tight-fitting black security vest, who just looks down at you and goes,
Right, what you doing? You can't just go around looking for loose change. Not in here.
Oh, it's just that, the girls, they worked very hard for this money, and I just wanted to make sure they weren't missing any of it. So I was gathering some up for them. Because, I really admire these dancers. They work so hard, and it's not fair that people are losing the money that should be rightfully theirs.
Yeah, well, that's why we pay someone to sweep it all up at the end of the night, and it goes to the tips of the bar.
Oh!
So I suggest you leave it where you see it.
Okay. How about I just take it over to the bar for now?
Yeah, that'll be swell. You do that.
Okay, thank you very much. Because, we don't really use money, as you know. What we call money is actually just Blu-rays hole.
he just looks at you again with, like, I don't want to know, and just watches you sink off to the bar.
Oh, by the way, sorry, I've been distracted for a bit. Can
I
we
just
see?
give...
Sorry.
Sorry, I was gonna say, can I just give the barman a wink and use like my?
Show me a hole.
I'm gonna.
Wink at him with your third eye.
Roll to wink.
I mean, would it be etiquette?
I mean, you're currently in a very dimly lit club. He's not really going to see your wink, but try and see.
You might not
What
see it, but he'll feel
What
it.
modifiers am I using? Because I've got like reasoning.
What are you trying to do, I guess, would be the question.
Just wink at him.
Just do a normal roll with a modifier. We'll see how it goes.
That's an
18.
18.
Yeah. You wink. Even though he wasn't looking, he stops and he puts his hand in his heart like, I felt that. He goes back to cleaning his gloves.
Yeah. It was just like a heart palpitation. Like, oh jeez, what was that? Okay.
Softening them up.
Coil, meanwhile, I imagine she's the only one who has money at this point.
Possibly.
Possibly. So she's actually throwing actual seeds. Seeds are the currency.
Yes.
Onto the stage and stuff like that. Who's on right now?
It's currently what looks like some sort of robin spinning around really quickly.
Such style, such wing guns.
Like a fucking Beyblade.
Yeah, just about. Like, you don't see much, but you have to admire the skill.
Spiders everywhere.
She put it all into a art.
Right, I don't know about you guys, but I vote that we rob a farmer. They tend to have lots of seeds.
I thought we were meant to be looking for somebody, not making money.
Oh yeah.
For the person.
Yeah, they're coming back tomorrow, and we don't have the money to stay here until tomorrow.
All right,
Where did you get the money?
I'm just gonna get up on stage and start shaking my booty.
Whenever you want you.
You get
Roll
off,
for dance.
you start roll to dance. Yep.
Yeah,
You know, you've got to make
definitely
sure-
dexterity.
You gotta make sure when you pick up the Blu-ray disc, you don't grab it on the bottom. You've got to put one finger on the top.
I swear. Unless you roll something really high, I might just join you.
19.
19.
That's dumb.
You get up, you start distracting from the poor robin that's trying its best.
How many
Come
seeds
on!
do I make?
No, that is not.
A couple of them
That is
start
not
throwing
fair.
seed at you. With a natural
I'm
20,
stricken.
you feel your collar get grabbed by the rabbit, and he starts pulling you towards the exit.
No dancing unless you're a dancer. Get out of here, you bum.
But what if I want to be a dancer?
Then apply for being a dancer. Get out.
And he throws you down the stairs of the bar to the outside.
Okay.
How do we start the
Somebody get me
interview
that.
process?
Okay.
Yeah. Can somebody get me an application form to become a dancer?
So, as a reminder, are we meant to be doing something, or are we just fucking around in the club?
We're trying to get money to rescue Mary or whatever she was called.
Marie.
I tried to
Right.
get money and I got thrown out.
Exactly. We need to do it through the proper channels. We need to get Blu-ray a job.
I've got my application.
Okay,
Can I fill it in?
While he's getting thrown out, can I just, like, sweep my tail on the stage and, like, gather the seeds that were thrown out?
Yep.
Oh, we tried that. We got in trouble.
The robin that was dancing is hopping up and down angrily as the rabbit is dragging Blu-ray out to throw him outside. So you've got a bit of a distraction. So yes, you get a small pile of seeds, maybe about 20-30 seeds.
I leave it up for the robin, at least. But we got some seeds for that, so it's like, yeah.
Okay.
I think we're gonna have to find a new base of operations soon.
Can we find a skeezier
Cabaret cocktail is filled with so much personality, though.
I'm sure there's
I do have, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
many skeezier bars than the Peppermint Crocodile.
Well, in my younger days,
Easier strip club.
I used to frequent the Skeezy Shrew, as it is a lot more down market, a little bit dirtier, but you know that is what you are going for, I suppose.
But Papa,
Yeah.
when did you do this? Was this when Mama was around?
That is how I met your mother, young Muggle.
So now
Your
had her
mother
mama
was the
dies, we've
skeezy
met,
shrew.
met. Okay.
Oh, the deep lore comes out.
I actually think we made some idea of arrangements of getting jobs here for some people. I think I made up a friend on the spot.
I have 2 ideas and they're both terrible. I could
Brilliant.
either fill in this application form and get a job as a dancer, or I could disguise myself and try to get back in.
Is this your application form that's, like, for returning a DVD?
Yeah.
Why don't we combine the ideas? Because, right, we don't want to think that it's you applying for a job because you're just being kicked out. So I think we should combine the ideas. And we'll put you in, like, some makeup and a little dress. But, like, a really
Where
little
we
dress,
get
because, you
the
know.
makeup? This is why we need to go rub that farmer, Papa.
My child, you do speak some sense. The farmers are known for carrying very much makeup. They needed to keep their scarecrows in top condition.
No, they needed to, when they go to the animal shows and stuff, they need to make their sheep look pretty by putting false eyelashes on them.
I really
I don't
like
know
the
if
idea.
of like a rat keeping a sheep.
Yeah. Or pig.
Well, I've got
Yes.
like linguistics, literacy, and stuff like that, so I could fill in this form and get a job as a dancer.
I'm up for making Blu-ray a stripper. It's probably a more, what's what I'm looking for? Stable job than working at Blockbuster.
It's got more future prospects.
It's still
Okay.
under attack by the spiders.
I think I'll leverage like 2 things from Dr. Coyle. One is to try to find the scientist friend who walks to the stripper and still wears a lab coat.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah,
Dang it!
yeah,
You get the
and
interview.
yeah, just get some kind of like lowdown on some jobs we can take for seeds. You know, when we get married, or something like that.
Get the foot in the door.
Yeah. And the second one is just to basically sell her services as a general scientist to whoever will be there to listen.
Dr. Coils are going to become a pimp.
It's,
Well, no, I wasn't thinking that, but
I'm a
now you
pimp.
mention it.
I'm
as someone
a
who
pimp
did
for
a bit
science.
as someone who did a bit of lab work when I was at uni, stripping pays much better.
As someone who used to work,
The deep cut. Okay.
as both someone who used to work in the lab and someone who's an ex-nurse, yes, stripping pays better than both.
Okay, as somebody who worked in a lab and as an ex-stripper.
Yeah. So I kind of like go find my friends then. She's likely backstage.
We've just rolled to do a time skip.
Yep, we could do a
Roll
time
to
skip.
do a time. Okay, what?
We can do a time skip that Coil has managed to blag their way backstage to talk to their lab coat friend, and that Blu-ray has managed to attach their interesting disguise.
My CV.
Yeah, and fill in
CV
their
and a cover
CV.
letter.
A curriculum vitae.
We'll say my friend is like. What do you have an idea that could be funny?
You go backstage. There is a. What would your friend be? It's some sort of. I guess some sort of lizard. I guess. So
Yeah,
your,
some kind of lizard.
yeah, your friend is a sort of lizard in a lab coat, some sort of gecko. As you
I'll tell you what would make a
approach,
good stripper. I'll tell you what would make a really good stripper. Those frilled lizards. They can do like they can do that thing, the Betty Page thing with the
Well, the
fans, but
robot
with its
Barry.
frills.
Yes.
You know, like the frilled lizards has got the frills around his head, and then you know that thing that like the fan dance thing where like you can't look at my tits, but they're just behind this fan. Oh, no, you nearly saw them.
but it's a lizard. They wouldn't have them, Barry.
Yeah, but they have a cloaca. It's like, oh look, you almost saw my cloaca, but it's behind my fro.
Well, she got a lab coat for that.
I see. Okay. Well, fuck it. If you want, if you want.
Frilled lizards.
I mean, you know,
frilled
don't
lizards
think
and
shame
natural
people are drawn
strippers.
to different things. That's fine.
That's all I'm saying.
I'd be fine with a frog in general. The frogs are cute.
Yeah, fuck, it's a frog. That's far easier than anything else we planned.
Frog! In our... When there's a frog in, like, a figurative painting, it is representing a prostitute.
I imagine instead of like the bar center, which I'm imagining looks more toadish than anything.
Yeah.
They're actually like the cute, like thin frogs that
Like
you
a
see
tree
in Great
frog.
Forest. Yeah, like a tree frog.
Like a Disney lady frog.
Aw. Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
god.
you
Hey,
give
it's
me
been a while.
You give me an idea for a character. Thank you.
Oh no.
You're welcome.
All right. So you go backstage. You found your frog lab coat friend, who, as you approach, they go.
Ah, Coil, I remember you. How's things been?
It's been wonderful since the university. I've been looking into new trades. I've been finding new avenues of research and payment. I recently burned down a room and a house and a trailer. Oh,
I'm glad you're keeping busy.
thanks. And I see that you've been finding new employment as well. But
Well,
I suppose
it pays more than lab work, so yeah.
I know that, right? Sometimes I wonder as well, but I don't exactly have the jiggles for it. I have the wiggles, but not the jiggles, you know?
Ah, the jiggles is what brings the boys to the yard. And the girls too.
I
They
thought it
tip
was
very well.
milkshake.
Great wisdom, great wisdom.
That's all they need. It's a joint strip bar and a milkshake bar.
That has to exist somewhere, surely. Anyway, let's not get sidetracked by that.
I've been out of town for a while. You know how it is. Nearly get imprisoned here and there. You need to take a
Yeah.
little time off.
Yeah.
But I'm with a team right now, and we are currently burned our only means of getting reliable payment. Well, we were paid in donuts, if you call that reliable. Do you have any lowdown in town leads we can follow up on to get some seats?
I There's a couple of VIPs that come in. I can speak to them. There should be a few in over the next few days. So, yeah, I'll let them know that you're looking for work.
Thank you. That would be so swell. How about I buy you a drink after you're done here? Just for old time's sake.
Yeah, thank you. I gotta get off in about 2 hours.
Sounds great. See you. What's her name? God.
We'd actually name them, so anyone...
We don't name them, and in fact, that's fine then, because I would be sucking at it.
Anyone have a suggestion for a name we could have for a random lap dancing frog that used to be a scientist?
Alyssa.
Alyssa, there we go.
No.
Alyssa.
That's my
Alyssa.
niece. No, it's my niece's name. No.
Melissa.
Melissa, there we go. Is that better?
Well, it's better than Lily. Just like, can you imagine a frog called Lily?
How did I miss Lily?
Yeah.
What was that, Jeff?
What was the name of that transformer earlier? The rhino one.
Oh, Rhinox.
Rhinox.
Right off the frog sugar.
Hi, lad.
Who's
Heinrich.
less sucks since the first one said?
No, fuck it, we'll go with Lily. It's far too pun related.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
It's the only way I'll forget it still, but we'll do it. But it's fine.
Imagine it's a stripper name. It would definitely be a stripper name for frog.
Yeah, you can hear "Welcome to the Stage" before it. Anyway,
Sorry to anybody out there in listener land who's called Lily and we just called you a stripper. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
You know, it's good money. It's better than lab work.
it does. It does.
It's good exercise as well.
Yeah. Anyway, so while Coil has done that, let's go back to Blu-ray. So what's Blu-ray done to disguise themselves?
I don't know. To be fair, I didn't think that far ahead. Oh, I've got to remove my chef's hat because they all know me with the chef's hat.
About chef's hat.
Chef's hat.
Can you really be a stripper if all you wear is a chef's hat?
Yeah.
Can I cut the top out of the chef's hat, like, nibble away at it, and then like pull it down so it's like a little skirt or dress,
Sure.
and then I'll just need to
How now it's your waist.
I mean, stripping from skin-tight clothing is...
I don't, yeah.
and then I just need to find something to use as hair. So, is there anything that I can find that I could use as like fake hair?
You could shave Muggle.
Blu-ray undercover stripper.
I'm up for
Blu-ray
shaving Margot. I'm
undercover
just gonna shot 1 sec. Margot.
So-
Margo,
brackets.
it's for the good of the team. You gotta do it for the family. I mean, I know
Shit.
Blu-ray's weird, but he is your uncle now.
Do it for Uncle Blu-ray Margot, and I will get you something very sweet, a nice little tasty treat later. I know you like those strawberry chupa chup.
Today, yeah, we'll do that. So I've got Margot's hair and then like a mini dress.
So you have stuck-on hair and a mini dress. You turn up and you hand your form to the who would be intuitive at the front of this? What kind of creature? Let's say it's a squirrel because they're always crazy. You hand the squirrel in
It's a
charge. Who
squirrel.
takes it, looks at it. They obviously can't read and goes, "What's your name?"
Lorena.
Bluina. And what's your favourite tune? What's your song tune?
Anything that I can dance to.
Well, but what's your choice? What's your song of choice? We gotta have that ready.
Dance Storm by the Rude.
Oh, God.
It's not actually a bad stripper song, actually.
Yes. Well, actually, no. It's got enough rise and fall, so probably not. It's probably relatively alright. Okay. So they go. Okay, no problem. I got it ready. You'll be on in 20 minutes. And gestures you
Thank
through to the
you.
back room.
That was easy. Get to the back room where we've already been.
You go to the back room where you see Coil just sort of wandering around. You see the mouse from earlier still sobbing, trying to desperately get someone to find Marie.
We'll speak to the VIPs at some point, yeah.
It's a work in
Okay.
progress.
We're on game.
We're getting the seeds. We're getting the seeds.
We'll burn it down and start again.
Inspecteur Papa Gâteau is on the case.
Officer Black
Jacques Lucien.
Davis. Like, we found many corpses. We made them, but we found them as well.
They were very difficult to find in amongst all the debris.
So yeah, I guess I'm just getting myself ready to dance.
Alright, unless anyone has anything else to do in the meantime, I guess we will go straight to Blue Arena's dance.
I would like to find a nice seat with a good view and line up all the children, including Bold and so.
No, I just came up with some cost knowledge for how Coil and Lily met.
Ah,
Okay.
Okay, so basically they were obviously in university, and they shared rooms, but there was a period in summer where there was like too many girls around in the living space. So Luke came around, which is just Lily because frogs change genders because of stuff like that.
Some of them do, yes.
Yep.
And it was a wild summer, and then she switched back.
Okay.
That's just about it for me.
yeah, seems good.
Yeah, I guess I'm just going to be putting in shift work until the VIPs get here, I guess.
Just about. Good luck.
Right.
We're just
so
here supporting our friends.
as the sort of peace begins to quiet and the stage is swept, the first couple of bars of Sandstorm begin to go. So do me 3d20 roll to see how you get on dancing to Sandstorm.
Roll 2 strip. Roll 2 strip.
All under 10. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Face. Wait, yeah. And then 20.
You know this dice bot is really good at increasing tension.
Yeah, it's because you have to
Do I have to put them in? Do I have to put them in separately, or can I
No,
just?
you can just do 3d20 when the box comes up.
Go, go.
I can't remember how some goes up.
I've got a plus 2 in my dexterity. Is it dexterous what I'm doing?
Yeah. So plus 2.
How does Sandstorm go?
Ah, god damn it!
Nat 20!
Nat 20. You burst on stage with energy only known to coke-riddled squirrels, and spin round. Immediately, some of the fat men at the edge, sort of fat rats at the edge of the stage, burst seeds onto the stage. As the song goes on and on, you find it harder and harder not to fall over all the seeds on stage. And by the time the song is finished, there's at least 3 of them that are basically just drooling, staring at you. And you finish, and we can just sweep the seeds up. You have made easily 120 seeds.
Woo!
I told you it pays well.
How much did we need for Marine?
You needed 50 for staying the day, because that's what you wanted to do. I think it was...
But we can have a bit of a party, no?
You can, yes.
Yeah, maybe we can find a wig for Margot. She's looking a bit cold.
Alright, so with my
This is
120...
so cool, Papa.
How many seeds did I get? 120?
120.
Yeah.
Alright, so I want to quit the job. I want to book the table to stay the day, and we want to get Margot a wig.
Okay, fair.
Like a wig suit.
Are you just going to grab one from the backstage prop room, or are you going to actually try and find a...
I'm pretty sure we could swipe her a nice wig.
Okay.
Something classy.
Think classy.
So you sort of subtly grab the first one you see on the way past. You pocket it without question. You bring it out to Margot. It seems to be a sort of lightning blue mullet.
You
But
see,
it's a
Margot,
wig.
I told you with my...
Is Margot now Captain Planet?
Yes. Well, he was green, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had green
Oh,
hair and
yeah,
blue skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, blue skin, green hair.
Legally
But
distinct
yes,
Captain Planet.
Margot now has a lightning blue mullet wig.
I told you, Margot, we would fix you up soon enough. Thank you,
Fine.
Papa. I feel like a member of the band Kiss.
So,
member of
yes,
the band
Kiss, yeah.
I'll pay the 50 to stay the day,
I don't know, glam
and
metal.
then I've still got 70 left over for
Yep.
anything else.
Yep. So you have a small bag of seed left. You pay for the booking the booth for the rest of the day. So for the next 24-hour period, you have basically got the booth. They basically turn the other way, whatever you want to do in there. If you want to sleep in there or anything like that.
Coil
So-
takes up all the seats, just like.
So yes, so the day passes with relative ease. About 24 hours later, you see a what shall we make this character? Let's say a weasel. You see a weasel in a very fine-looking striped suit wander around and take a seat, and two quite large rabbit bodyguards follow him and sit on either side of him.
Aw.
He sits down and nods to one of them, and that one gets up and comes back with a small thimble of some sort of alcohol for him.
What kind of rabbits? It's like the big loppy rabbits or the tiny dwarf ones?
This is the ones with the ears straight up, as opposed to the security guard who has a sort of more lop with his ears down.
So here's an important question that I just thought. We still don't know who we're looking for, do we?
We're looking for Marie.
Yeah, we don't know who the VIP is.
Oh, well, I'll find this. I'll find the shrew that was in tears. But
Hey, is that the one that Marie went off with?
the mouse that was in tears, not the shrew. Marie is the shrew.
Is he still here crying in the
Still crying, desperately trying to get someone to help.
Yeah,
It was really hard to sleep, I'll be honest.
24 hours straight, they're very dehydrated.
Yeah. They draw a massive sniff and go, yeah, it was that one.
Okay,
Yeah. He points at the shrew, points at the weasel.
Okay, honey. We're gonna have a little talk with him. See if he can tell us anything about Marie. Did you get a chance to go back and take care of the kids for a little bit?
Yeah, but they're still asking, where's Mama? Where's Mama?
I know, it's very difficult things, but we're trying real hard. I mean, we stayed here all night waiting for the guy, and I was brushing your girls' wigs and, gluing your heels back together. It's been a fun time. But I'm gonna take care of all of this. Papa Gatto never loses a case.
She looks at you with her bloodshot eyes from crying for 24 hours. And her lip quivers as she just goes, thank you.
So mention it, Billy, so we could get in trouble.
I don't
Absolutely.
trust weasels.
Wait, where is Mael?
Yeah.
Where is Mael?
I don't trust weasels. They're like mammals that decided to be a snake. Darting.
Are you racist against weasels?
Yes!
They're like me, but with legs.
Racist against all long, slinky mammals.
It's unnatural. Just be a snake!
But then why have you got arms?
Well, that's a choice, not a species thing. It's
Maybe
like,
he'd...
Well, that's worse, isn't it? Because you're making that choice, whereas they didn't choose to be
You are-
slinky.
You are appropriating mammalian culture.
Yeah.
we'll call it a draw for today. I'm going to read some humanities research and get back to you on that.
Next thing you know, you'll be sticking on ears. I see what you're like.
Be wearing a fake tongue around your own.
Have tongues.
In my disguise,
She hides the cat eye.
in my disguise, I want to go over and try and get his attention.
What, the weasel? Okay. You walk over to the weasel. What are you going to do to get his attention?
Hey, big boy, looking for a good time.
I need to roll for that. Fuck.
And
Why do we roll for these? Why?
Yep, he immediately seems interested. He looks at one of them and nudges the rabbit, and the rabbit walks over to you and goes,
The boss wants to know how much.
Right, I'll put you on full screen so I can look you in the eye. To be fair, I don't actually know how much it would cost.
it would definitely be etiquette to flirt.
Yeah, but he wants to know how much.
Yeah, this
How
is a
much-
negotiation.
How much is Blu-ray worth?
Well, you earned 120 from your dance.
Yeah, that was just one dance. One night in heaven. How much is that?
I'll let him see all my holes.
You get to see the secret one.
started as a nice sweet idea about playing Cyberpunk Mouseguard, ended up with strippers and
Killing
sewing
kids and
holes and
stripping
burning
mice.
fires.
Blame Jeff. I think this is Jeff's fault.
Why is it my fault?
I don't know. It just seems like
Seduce him.
I'm just trying to get him alone and secluded so we could do him in and find out the information, but
with offers of your secret hole.
he doesn't know anything about my secret hole. Not
That's
yet.
why it's a secret one.
So yeah, I've got to figure out how much I'm worth.
And I roll numeracy to work out how much Blu-ray's worth.
Why would numeracy come into it?
It's numbers.
10 standing up.
It would be. We don't really have a streetwise rule in this, do we?
No. So it's 10 if you're standing up, 15 if you're over a table, 20 for on a bed, and 75 for the whole night. No, 69 for the whole night.
Are you going with that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's the point.
The rabbit sort of blinks. He leans back down to the weasel, who sort of looks at you quick, sort of quizzically and coyly, and then the rabbit comes back and says,
What about the back of a limo?
See. Sorry.
How tall's the limo?
AJ, that is grim.
He leans down to the weasel, and the weasel looks at him like, and the rabbit comes back and goes,
About as tall as any limo?
It's standard regulation limousine.
Well, I suppose you could class the limo seat as a bed.
I've like backed myself into a corner here that I really don't want to be in. It's extremely awkward, and I really don't want to be in this corner.
Offered to prostitute yourself for information. You've made your bed, now lie in the limo.
Do we save
So
them?
we split the diff. We'll say 50.
he leans down. The weasel seems to hum and haw for a minute, then sort of nods to the bunny. The other bunny gets out the other side and like moves to sort of escort you out the room with them. And the weasel stands up, but readjusts his suit and follows on.
I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna look at everybody else, and I'm gonna give them like eye signals, like "Please don't leave me alone."
I give him a thumbs up. You go.
Yeah, and then I guess I'm sleeping in a bed of my own creation.
You can do it.
Papa believes
I'll
in
believe
you.
in you.
We are with you on the term with information on Maddie. I
So,
see
yeah.
with my eyes, not out loud.
I guess I'm following them.
All right. You head out the sort of private side door of the club. A minute or so later, the limo is brought round by the sort of valet. The first rabbit climbs inside, opens the door, climbs inside, and then the second one offers sort of, after you.
I'm just watching
Alright.
this train wreck happen.
All right, I'll get
Watching the
in.
strippers.
As long as
Okay.
we don't go to a secondary location, I will get in.
You get in, the weasel follows, then the other rabbit comes in and slams the door. The limo takes off. What happens inside is left entirely to your imagination. I'm not covering this.
Come on! I told you not trust weasels!
It is okay, as they are quite long, as far as my mail's got.
Is anyone following this limo or doing anything, or are we
I
just waiting
don't
for the
think
limo
we
to come
want
back?
to.
I
We
mean,
don't want to. We don't
do you
want
have
to.
any reason to know he's being driven off? Like, I feel like Papa Gato is pretty engrossed in what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
What is he doing right now,
Sparkling-
Barry?
Strip club stuff.
Right, okay.
Sparkling would have gone outside to like look where he was going, but how exactly is she going to follow a limo? Is it
Exactly.
speeding off, or is it just driving off at a
It
sedate
drives
pace?
off slowly over time.
I'll make like a quick like bing 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 bing. Can I hack and just like track its location?
Yes.
Or can I like run up and sort of like try and jump on the back of it and cling on?
Like Terminator
Please,
2.
Yes.
If you want to
please,
cling
Lord.
on, you can cling on.
Do I have to roll for the hacking?
Yes. Roll
Okay.
hacking, which I think is intelligence.
I think. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
intelligence. Yeah. Oh, sorry, man. You're gone. You're gone.
You get online, you get annoyed by the club's Wi-Fi. You can't seem to get on in time before the car is long out of range. Can Glucose do me a roll for a strength roll for holding on to the back of the car?
Strength. Right, what's my strength?
You could use that fork in your leg and dig it in.
She takes off her secondary brain and just starts fiddling with it. I thought you were better.
Looks like I'm disappearing. I'm dead.
You're not dead, you're gonna have a lovely night.
Hey, roll for it if he's dead or has a nice night.
We find him 2 weeks later handcuffed to a radiator.
A reindeer? What the hell? How the fuck did you manage that?
Radiator.
I mean, I originally heard Radiator and I was like, reindeer is funnier.
Reindeer are basically eldritch monsters in our world.
Oh. Alright.
So I've got a 7 to hold on to.
7, Glucose falls off in the first corner and rolls. The limo disappears off into the distance. After about 2 hours, when the limo has not returned, the rest of you begin to ask questions if you should have done something.
Perhaps we should have done something.
What do you
I
want to
think
do?
so.
Clip, Sparkling Glucose, what happened to
Are
you?
the rabbits still there? The rabbit bodyguards?
No,
they
they
left
fought
with
with
it.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Glucose, what happened to you? You look very beat up. Are you okay?
Well, Papa, I tried to hang on. I really did. I even stuck my fork in there, but it was no use. It turned the corner. I went flying.
Glucose,
Yeah.
Glucose, slow down, mon cher. What are you talking about? Hold on to what?
The limo! Ballerina, she went off in the limo with the weasel, and I tried to stay on top of it and keep a hold of where they were going, but they shook me off at a corner, and now she's gone, and we gotta get her back, Papa.
Mon Dieu. Maybe we should have paid more of it. Maybe this was not the best plan we could have come up with. But nobody hurts my child and gets away with it.
Well, yeah, they hurt me real bad, and you know, Blu-ray or Ballerina is our aunt/uncle.
Yes, that is true. It is important to look out for family.
Exactly. So we gotta find this weasel dick and take his weasel dick.
I'm pretty sure Ballerina is taking the dick all she wants.
There's gonna be none left for anyone else.
Cat is so distressed by the storyline.
Poor Jeff.
Sorry, I didn't think it'd go this far. I thought I'd get help. I thought my birds would back me up, and they clearly didn't.
You overestimated us
Everyone
clearly.
went, good time, and then just didn't. So yeah,
After got too distracted.
what? So what are you doing now?
Could we look for like? Could we look for tire tracks or something?
It didn't take off its
tracking.
speed, so there's not really that many tire tracks.
Okay, do
Look
we?
for Cracker's fork.
Okay, I'm going to use my contact in the stripper club to know to tell us if she knows the weasel's name at least that we can follow up on.
Okay. Let's say you know the name for that. That should be easy enough to do. The weasel's name. The weasel's name was Weasley, for fucking sake of it.
Do you trust a weasel called Weasley? Do you?
He owns a factory in the sort of industrial part of town.
To be fair, I did not know his name.
Yes.
Okay. So, guys, we gotta get a new job. We're gonna work at the factory.
I do not see how that would help us. We need to break out our in-law.
We need to get close to him, okay?
I see you want to be sneaky and then spring the trap.
I mean, come on, look at you, Gatto. You've got child labor. He can't resist that.
This is not child labor. This is child volunteer work.
Unlike Blu-ray, who's getting very close to him.
Yeah, it'll look good in all my siblings' TVs that they did volunteer work at the Weasley factory.
I swear, they called it the Weasley factory. Why did you trust a weasel? I told you.
Look, you have got to be more trusting of people. Sometimes it does not go well, but sometimes you make a good new friend.
And sometimes you run into a weasel called Weasley that runs a factory called Weasley.
Yes, what else was your name of factory?
Actually, if you
First
really
name
want
of
to
business
know,
after yourself.
it's called Weasley Canned Meat.
Ah,
Oh no.
Weasley can meat.
Oh no.
They make very high quality meat. I have had it before.
Dear. What kind of meat was it? Was it just meat?
It did not. It was just meat. It did not say, but it was. It said ethically sourced on the box.
Weasley is people.
It said free range. Free range meat.
Oh no. Save me. I don't want to be me.
Okay, I guess we're going to the factory.
Yeah, we gotta get jobs. Oh no, someone has to write my CV for me. I can't write.
Unfortunately, Blu-ray had all of the application forms.
Oh no.
Forge.
Master, you're smart. Can you make us a CV?
Yes, I'll forge something. Everything's digital nowadays. You guys should stop with the paperwork. Okay, so
I'm old-fashioned. What can I say?
do I roll hacking or forgery?
Forgery, please. Are you doing it for all of you, or are you doing it individually? Just so I know.
I think all of us, just
Alright.
something basic.
Okay.
You're not gonna need anything special for a factory.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's intelligence.
Yeah.
We
I
need
can-
a doctorate in factoring.
I like the idea of the doctor just applying to work in this meat factory with like the LinkedIn page.
Yeah. Like she sets up like three. I don't know the animal equivalent of LinkedIn, but that.
Yeah.
And just like put something on, and like makes a dozen for like. Should I put your kids some profiles, or should I just list them under your skills and assets?
So they are definitely assets. They are too young to legally apply for work, but they can do volunteer. But
Yes.
they would not need a CV for that.
You
Types in like leader of child labor.
You make your way down to the factory. You get there after a couple of hours. You see this massive factory, and you can hear the sound of whirring and clicking and slamming it, and the sound of things being packaged into cans. You do see round the side, in a very well-guarded private area, the limo is parked.
I inspect it with a blue light.
So what's happened to Blu-ray at this point?
We'll get to that. So you walk inside, and there is a very strangely bleached blonde mouse on the front door who goes, "Hello, can I help you?"
Yes, you can. I am hoping to teach my children of the world. I would like them to do some volunteer work. For free, of course. You do not have to pay them.
That's fine. We
they are
can't
very
take
good.
them as workers, but if they're volunteering, that's fine. Please put their names on this page.
Yeah, I'll write all of the what are the names? Not Cloud. There's Peter, Monio, Jacques, Chloe, Elodie, Maël, Leon,
What's on the
Julie,
paper?
Clement. Baptiste can't work because he's a leg. Margot, and Sparkling Glucose. I hope you enjoy your
What's
new
on
job.
the paper when you put my name on, Papa?
Because I thought you wanted to volunteer.
Yeah, but what does it say on the paper?
Oh, I did not read it.
Yeah, you kind of need to read it. Like, I know I don't know how to read, but I know it's important to read what you put your name on.
Can I read the paper?
Roll me literacy.
Literacy.
I should roll it as well since I have it.
Yep.
Why does it just not work sometimes?
It's just temperamental.
12.
That's because you put in the wrong channel for one as well.
Ah. Right, shut up.
Do /roll
Why are you like
space and
this?
then it should
I
pop
am.
up. You should fill in the box.
It's because I'm not.
I got 12.
One sec. Oh, for fuck's sake. +4. Okay, it's a
Natural 20. Through all the legalese that Papa has just put everyone's name down on, he does see the phrase, at any point, employees can be added to increase flavour.
Yeah!
But it does not guarantee that it will happen. It is just.
Even potentially be a flavor. I'm sparkling. That's not a flavor.
No, but of course it will add a lovely bit of sweetness to the dish.
Don't tell them that, Papa! They kill Blue Reader!
We'll let them make you into lovely free-range kind of meat. Do not worry.
I don't want to be a Kim Pop. I don't look good in silver.
Well, it will not probably be silver, it will probably be aluminium. Or maybe tin. But I will not let it
I
happen
made
to
the
you.
color, not the metal.
I just want to say that
I will
steak
not let
meat
it happen to you.
is not good. It's not good. Steak meat is not good. I've tried it before. It's not good.
I actually really want to try snake. I hear it's not bad. It's like pork, apparently.
I know.
So, as you sort of have this sort of small argument, you notice that the receptionist has waved through the children, and they're all excitedly walking through into the main part of the factory.
You probably follow them.
Yes, I will supervise just to make sure they do not cause too much ruckus. I'm
Well-
sure you understand.
If you're going to be on the floor, you've got to agree to this health and safety, and hands you a form.
Part of me just wants to sign it, but I feel like everyone will be mad if I don't read it.
Yeah, just like. Do we have to roll for it at this point because we know what we're looking for?
It's up to you.
I'm gonna roll.
The children
but on
are
the
currently
hope-
getting further and further away at this point, so
We can't really read it then.
I'm rolling, but on the hopes that I want a low roll.
you
13.
glance through it. You see a couple of things that make your eyebrows twitch, but you're like, "Fuck it, the children are getting away. I need to sign this."
I need to look out for my children. Consider your form signed, madam.
Okay.
But I can replace an arm, not so much your head.
All right.
But you could put a new body on the head.
So you run in as you see a smaller weasel go.
All right, children, well, you just work down in this factory here. Just take each piece of meat and just slice it nice and clean in between. Yeah, there you go. Just do that, yeah.
See, this is not so bad, Glucose. Look, you are cutting the meat. You are not being the meat.
Sure.
Yes.
I said the mine could be flavor, and I don't want to be a flavor puffer. I don't want to.
I will not let them make you a limited edition flavor. Do not worry.
I'll be a leg. I'll be a hand. I'll do anything, Papa. I just don't want to be a flavor. I'll even be a tail.
I'm sure it will not come to that, my darling.
Promise, Papa.
I promise. I promise. It will not end up like Baptiste.
Just like you promised, Claude.
We do not know what happened to Cloud. Cloud will be alright. We will
You're
find him.
cutting out a lot, Barry.
I do not mean to. I apologize. I might be going too high again. We will find Cloud. Do not worry. We will not lose your brother.
Yeah, Coil Robot made her fake name for the account and for the signing.
That is fraud.
Yes.
Well, we did forge.
Yes. Exactly.
That may be something, but I am not a fraud.
No, I have a sense of honor.
I don't. I just write in scale Bob-Bon.
Can I roll to look for Lorena?
Yes.
Is it like a door, yeah, that says like private or something?
Yes. I should roll. Everyone roll me awareness first. Let's see what you,
Oh, no.
you see.
What's my
Everyone
awareness?
apart from Blu-ray, roll me awareness to see what you see.
No.
I got a 1.
I think
You see a big red button on the wall that says "Do not push."
Press it.
I got a 2, so I didn't do much better.
You also see this big red button and move over towards it.
Papa, what should we do?
It looks very enticing, don't you think? It is a beautiful color.
I know it's Blu-ray, but if to find Blu-ray, you gotta press the red button.
I got 12.
You are a genius, mon frère.
You are currently looking at a door that says "Private" off to the side, away from the big red button.
I think they should have a roll off to see who presses the button first.
Papa, it's your brother. I'm your daughter, so it's mon fils.
Coil like this, right?
Mon
I
fils.
apologize, mon fils. I'm sorry, I got too enraptured by the red button. I forgot my first language.
Okay, Coil just kind of like does that sidewinder like movement, like just like looks around as her body moves to the side and like slips into the private room.
Okay.
Right.
There is currently a room with lots and lots of camera feeds on the wall. It looks like there should be someone guarding it, but currently it's completely empty.
Okay, I want to get on that and quickly look for Blu-ray through the feeds.
Okay.
Or Blu-rina, well.
So while you're looking for the Blu-ray, we will go back to the button question.
I slammed the button.
You slam the button. There is a clunk.
The roll failed. It hates me.
You don't understand what the button did. You look around. No, you don't know what the button did.
Oh, no!
I mean, it's
That is a
just
massive
you.
disappointment.
It's just you and sparkling glucose. I mean, what could the button have done?
That is a massive disappointment. I expected something more to happen.
How would you count your kids?
Very roughly. I would not do it with a great deal of. Once you have 12 kids, you get lax. You know, it takes a long time to count to 12.
I will say again, what kids?
Well, like all of them.
Yeah. There's
Except
just you and
Baptiste.
glucose left. There's no one else.
And Baptiste.
And Baptiste.
Children, where have you gotten to?
Papa, I don't think we got siblings anymore.
I'm sure they are just busy doing their jobs in the factory.
Can you look for like a comically large can with a bunch of squealing inside it?
And we're back to killing kids.
What do I see on the feed? I'm gonna be. What do I see on the feed?
On the feet, you see Papa Gato hit the button. A bunch of trapdoors open behind him with all the kids falling through it, and it slam up behind.
Well then, that's peculiar. Do I look for a camera that's basement level, wherever the hell they are?
You can do if you want.
What you're saying is they might have fallen into like a comfy room full of pillows.
At least give us a chance to save them.
And pillow factory.
Okay, I look down where they are.
You look through the
It's a
cameras trying to
mincer.
find where they are. Do I be nice and do I just have them written off?
Are you going to put them into a industrial meat grinder? Yes or no?
I don't
The
know.
biggest-
Let's leave this to chance. Let's roll a dice on this.
Oh, don't! Oh, this is going to
I have
hurt.
to- it's the only fair thing of what the universe wants.
These dice are not fair.
Does the universe want them to disappear? Odd or even, Barry?
I'm going to leave it to one of my two last remaining child, Klepto.
Odd or even,
Sparkling
Klepto?
Glucose can decide the fate of her siblings.
Odd.
Okay. If it's odd, they are in a cage. If it's even, they just went straight into a funnel into a grinder.
Oh, please, no! Ah!
It's even.
I know it makes it so much worse.
Can you at least make it like a comical conveyor
Yep.
belt?
Oh, it's a
That's-
conveyor belt, and they all kind of look around and then just
Yeah.
Danganronpa style squished. Don't know what happened.
Okay. Coil like stares at that for a second. Even she's a little disturbed.
Oh no.
And like,
It's quick. It's
Click.
painless. It's now gravy.
I wouldn't say that was quick.
Margot, where have you gone?
Okay, I quickly switch off the feeds to that camera.
Leon? Where are you, Leon?
It was a 50-50. Why did you make it that way? Why is there a trapdoor?
Well, I could
So
have just
glad we
made it
raised my head to see
universal. I could have just made it universal, but we left it up to fate.
I looked down at him like, Baptiste, have you seen your siblings?
Baptiste's just pale faced, staring at you like, oh no.
I do not know if I should say Papa.
Papa, you should not have touched that button.
Coil looks out like, Agato! Curiosity, how attached were you to your kids?
I was quite attached to them. It was the last remaining thing I had from my dead wife.
Yeah, could you get another wife? Could you get another wife? Curious.
I would never. She was the love of my life, and she was a fantastic stripper.
So, yeah, so you would never get another wife, you would never get a bunch of kids, and you would be incredibly horrified if they were ever to disappear in a gruesome way?
Yes, why would you ask such a thing that is obvious? No?
I'm just checking. I'm gonna look for Ballerina now. Bye.
Can I do, like, tracking to try and find my children?
Yes. Roll tracking.
What's the thing?
Can I suggest something?
Yep.
If he finds them, can you make sure they're in a family pack canned meal?
It's a two in a...
They're in a
Oh.
packet.
Papa goes over, he looks at the floor and goes, but their footprints are here. They slide towards the front. Why would they slide towards the front? That makes no sense. I must have not be going very well.
Did you not quit their job?
Maybe they're on their break, Papa. Maybe they went for lunch.
Quite possibly they may be getting lunch. I cannot imagine they would quit their job. I taught them better work ethics than that.
Okay, I'm going to have Coil go slimmer downstairs and pick up the can that they were packed in.
Now find the break room in the meantime.
Sure. You find the break room, then there's just a bunch of very exhausted looking mice.
Elodie, Clemens, where are you? Are you on your break? Chloe? Excuse me. Have you seen any
excuse
small
me.
children?
And a very beautiful rat lady.
I am so sad that I only picked science and fucked off with any magic. Because that's the only way you're getting these kids back.
God. Don't reattach them. That's an abomination we do not need.
This is my child, they meet Golem.
The Rat King.
This is my golem child made of 17 different children.
Now this is maybe a good time to say, I was gonna mention to Pete in private off stream that if whenever I decided to give up with Papa Ghetto, if he wanted to, I was perfectly happy with him making a villain that was just like some gestalt of just rats, like a rat king eldritch abomination. That ain't gonna happen anymore.
You know what?
It might still.
I can make that happen. Coil is a mad scientist with like a can full of chopped up children rats.
Yeah,
Oh
but
god.
can Coil resist the urge not to eat them?
That's a good point.
Yeah, Coil kind of like maybe she dips her tongue in like.
No, as I did the
You have a bad track record.
sort of Danganronpa joke, they have been squashed into gravy, so they are no longer regenerable.
Excuse me, Workman, have you seen any small rat children?
Small rat children? Why would there be children? This is a factory. This is no place for children.
They were doing volunteer work. I was teaching them a strong work ethic.
Why would you teach kids volunteer work at a meat factory? That's just asking for problems.
Excuse me, sir. I thank you not to question my parenting. I am a fantastic father. Tell them Baptiste and sparkling glucose.
Yeah, he's a wonderful father. You've been greatest Papa. I support him fully.
At this point, can Coil just roll in the can?
Yep, there's a can bigger than Papa. It's about the size of a normal can for everyday person. It is. It just says Weasley's Choice Chunks.
She kind of like flips it onto its side and goes like, just like puts her coils up like this, like. So you know that hypothetical question I asked before?
It's my time. I am looking for my children. I have more important things to do right now. I'm glad you found yourself some dinner, but I must find my children.
Yes, a funny question, thing about that. Would you, recognize your kids by scent?
I would assume so. I am a rat. I have a fairly
Pop open the lids.
Yep. Very tasty looking remains just slowly seep out onto the floor. The smell is that of very spiced meat.
And we see the bloodied and smooshed wig that we put on Margot.
No. Papa, I guess, falls to his knees and Baptiste's face.
Roll
Are you crushing Baptiste?
No, like he falls on his knees, but one of his knees is Baptiste.
I see.
Okay.
And he picks up the wig.
And he goes, "It must have dropped it into the meat grinder."
Surely she just dropped her wig. I'm sure that is what happened.
No, I actually watched the camera feed. It was kind of horrifying how they all went through the meat grinder one by one. It was like a crunch. It was not even a crunch. It was more crick.
Please shut up.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to...
This is not the time. You need to work on your table size manner.
Please do not refer to this as table size.
The opportunity would have been lost.
At this point, the mice that were on break go, "Well, if you're not eating it, we will," and walks over and starts sitting down and eating away at the meat.
You stop, I need to hold a funeral for these children. I will bury them in the lovely aluminium coffin.
Yeah, that's my siblings, you bastards. You probably did this to Blurina as well. She was the best of us.
At this point, you go,
Well, Blurina, you mean the one that Weasley brought in? Nah, she's upstairs.
What? Oh, well, I'm going upstairs. You touch my cat, siblings. I'll be back down here. I got a stick, and I'm not afraid to hurt it.
I just want to say, like, if they're chunks, they could be moldable into a golem. But alright, well, you're not gonna allow it.
I'm gonna, I guess, try and seal the can and wheel it out or roll it outside.
okay. So you kind of scoop everything back into the can and reseal it. I assume you start rolling outside while Sparkling Glucose goes upstairs. So
Yeah.
when you look upstairs, you see this you see
Hitch it to the caravan.
you see an
This-
office
this-
overlooking the factory.
Knock
This
on the
might
door.
be the worst. This might be the worst episode so far.
So far.
I'm going to be honest. I expected him to kill the children. I didn't expect him to do it all at once.
I'll be honest, yeah, I thought you'd at least roll for how many kids got ground up.
No, well, I did give the option first of all for the button, but without looking at what it did, Papa did hit the button. So
Let's be real, you knew exactly what I was going to do.
yeah.
You played me like
so-
a damn fiddle.
Anyway, what did Glucose do?
She goes up and knocks on the door of the office.
At this point, the door is opened by one of the bunny guards you recognise from earlier. And as you look inside, you see in the far corner you see the weasel at a desk, looking like he's working with something, and asleep, snoring very loudly on a couch. You see Blue Rena.
This Blue Rena looks satisfied.
Blue Rena looks exhausted.
But like the afterglow. Roll for
I
afterglow.
legit can't hear anything that's happening.
It's probably for the best.
Jesus.
She found you in an office, fast asleep.
No, fair enough. Right,
So at this
I'm
point,
having audio troubles at the minute, so I'm gonna exit and then come back in.
Yep, sure.
Yeah, that's fair. While you do, I'm going to tell AJ to get off his high horse with his bread knife. Alright?
Oh, that bread knife.
You cannot talk, AJ.
There we go. I can hear again.
Yay.
This is such a cast episode.
This is
They
not as
found
bad
you.
as it's been. So the rabbit looks down at Sparkling Lily and goes,
Can I help you?
Well, I'm here for my friend there, Blue Rena.
the rabbit turns to look at Blue Rena, and he's still snoring loudly, and turns back and goes,
The boss ain't finished with her yet. Come back in about 2 hours.
and closes the door on you.
No. I just sit outside the door.
It's for 2 hours.
Yep.
Yeah. Fair. In those 2 hours, I guess, Papa Gatto will hitch the can to the caravan and rather solemnly return. He has to get some payback, I think.
I guess we're blowing up the factory. Again.
Well, we gotta wait till we get Blue Rena out of here before we blow it up.
Yes, who else? We need Blue Rena to blow up the factory.
Yeah, she's real good at it.
So about an hour and a half later, the door opens, and walking with a quite obvious limp, Blue Rena, with a sort of strange, satisfied look on their face, starts limping outside and immediately recognises the sitting form of Sparkling Glucose.
Gonna get my 50 seeds.
Yes, you have quite a large bag of seed with you.
Nice.
Did she get your information? Did you get
I
the
did-
information that we came here for?
Yeah, did I get the info? I just assumed that she's been ground up into meat.
Did you find out about Marie?
Or is Marie the one on the desk at the front?
We did not ask.
Don't think anyone asked.
It was a name tag.
Hang on, let's see.
No, because the one at the front was a mouse and Marie was a shrew.
Mm.
You asked about Marie. He said
She went on a long holiday. Yeah,
Yeah, she's
holiday,
me.
yeah.
Without the kids that nice, sometimes you just need a break. Like Papa. Oh, yeah, Blue Rena, or... Do you want to be Blue Rena, or are you more comfortable with Blue Ray?
She's gonna like take the wig off, put my hat back on. I'm back to being Blu-ray again. What happened is Blue Rena stays as Blue Rena.
We don't talk about Blue Rena anymore.
There's been
Blue Rena took a long holiday as well.
Okay, so we're going to need to blow up this factory because there was a horrible accident involving
Yes.
cans and kids.
We will not talk about the incident. We will only exact proper recompense.
You know, you pressed the button and opened the trapdoor, right?
He puts the button there.
Or
Fair enough.
we could just kill everybody and then we have the factory.
Kill everybody and we have the factory.
We probably need to prepare for that.
But then we have seeds. We'll sell the meat, have seeds.
I do not want to make any more children into canned meat.
Well,
It's children.
we could turn them into the canned meat.
That
I
would be
bet
very
you can get a
poetic.
lot of meat out of those rabbits.
That would be very poetic.
Okay, so
I've got a stick.
we have a trapdoor. We can just like lead them over and just.
I'm
I
sure
think
they'll know
they
where
know
the
about
trapdoor
their own
is.
trapdoor.
Oh my god, we're going to murder our entire factory.
You can
They
try.
had it coming.
You can lead them over to the trapdoor if you want. How are you going to get them out of the office first of all?
I think we need Blue Rena to come back from her holiday.
Oh God, Florida, he never found your secret hole.
You did not tell him about the secret hole? We are speaking very loudly, specifically, so they can hear it, I guess.
They can speak loudly as much as they want, but I'm gonna go downstairs, I'm gonna do some hacking, and I'm gonna shut down the machinery.
All right.
Okay. Make sure you keep like the only the top side, because the bottom side is the one that's.
And I
shot.
do have hacking.
All right. Roll
Forgot
hacking.
the-
Can I assist him? Oh no, wait, this is an assist system.
Yep.
Oh, that's nice.
You managed to hack the machines. All the machinery grinds to a halt, and you hear a very furious sounding weasel come out, and he looks over a barrier that looks down into the whole factory, and he starts like jumping up and down and pointing. A couple of minutes later, 3 or 4 of the giant rabbit guards sort of make their way out and start walking around asking everyone,
Do you know what caused the break?
Coil like settles herself next to the button and waits for them to come closer.
alright.
It's like looks casual.
So the
Looks casual.
rabbit comes up the coil.
Hello.
Do you know what caused the machine to break?
Can you back up a step? I'm a little claustrophobic.
The rabbit turns around, looks at the obvious trapdoor and goes, and steps the other direction.
Thank you. So, and then she just punts them back onto the trapdoor and clicks it.
Alright. The trapdoor opens, the rabbit just stares at it next to
Oh,
it
I-
and going like,
I find a punt.
Yeah, we know that's there. We put it in. Now, do you know why the thing... Is it clogged down there? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, just about. You see, I think there's like a lot of children that went down there, and you know how they get. They get little chippy bits.
Yeah,
Tails.
children are very sticky.
Yeah, they got a lot of tails. I think it might have caught in some of the gears now.
Yeah, the little bones, they get into everything, yeah. Alright, we'll send maintenance down.
he turns around and he goes,
Hey, send the crew down here.
and about 3-4 minutes later, a crew of very exhausted looking voles turn up, one of them in a flat cap, going, Alright, is it down here then? Oh god, alright, okay, well, I guess we better start, lads. And he starts crawling down the sort of, like, putting a couple of hooks up and crawling down a rope leading into it.
Okay, so anyone else got ideas of how to kill everyone in the factory?
Like, cut the rope.
You can cut the rope. You hear the
Is the
sound
accomplice-
of 3 voles falling not very far, and then here, what's your game then?
I think you need to maintain your rope better, sir.
What are you saying? That rope's been doing me fine. What you been going?
You are complicit in the murder of my children, and you must pay.
The rabbit's here, isn't he?
The rabbit's
Can
just
I turn
watching
the
all of
machine
this,
back
just
on?
like...
Can I turn the machine back on while they're down
You
there?
can turn the machine back on, yeah?
I'll do that.
Alright. You turn the machine back on, you hear, what's that then? No! And there's a loud crunching sound.
While the rabbit, I presume, is somewhat distracted, can I use Baptiste to do a sick leg sweep?
Go for it. Roll.
Baptiste.
Roll your strength.
This is Belry's episode 4.
Strength isn't very good.
But what's Baptiste's strength? Because he's been working out holding you up.
That's true. Does Baptiste count as a bladed weapon?
No. No, he doesn't.
He's very sharp.
I got an 8.
You got an 8. Okay, let's see.
Oh no.
Papa, I don't think I can handle losing another sibling.
But you sweep down, there's a sickening "Ugh!" And as you look at your leg, Baptiste has been badly winded by you trying to smack him stomach first into this rabbit's leg.
Baptiste, you need to strengthen your abs. We are here to avenge your siblings. I'm sorry, Papa. I will try harder next time.
Sorry, Papa,
I will be your agent of revenge later on, I swear, Papa.
Can we turn on the machinery again?
Yeah, the machine's on now.
The machine's on now.
He just didn't get leg sweeped.
At this point, the
Yeah,
rabbit
iframes.
Blockage clear. Continue on, boss.
goes back upstairs.
This is going to be harder than we thought.
As the rabbit turns round, can I bonk it on the head with my stick?
Yep. Roll strength.
I was really hoping that the sick leg sweep would work, but yeah.
And it has the bells on it as well.
Yeah, invulnerable on wake up.
They're not even caring what we're doing. They're trying to kill them. We're just like little loose.
Pests.
15!
You crack the rabbit over the head, he staggers backwards and falls through the hole.
Yeah!
Papa, I got one. I got him.
Okay, so
Proud of me?
that's 4 down.
I'm very proud of you, Glucose. I know I can count on you. You did a much better job than your brother, Baptiste.
Suck it,
I'm
Baptiste.
trying my
I'm the
best,
number
Papa.
one child. I'm number one.
Like, scoots down on all fours, so she's like looking at him in his face like, I'm number one now, Baptiste.
I'm trying my best, Papa.
Okay, can I make... I think I'm gonna make some ammo. Who knows? Because, like, we're going to likely start clearing out this place. We can't get everybody to the trapdoor.
Yes, we can. Not with that attitude, we can't.
Can we just like rinse and repeat? So I'll turn the machine off again.
Another rabbit appears, you bonk him on the head. Hang on, let's just see.
Yeah, seems like a good plan to me.
I just, like, pick up a bunch of spare blades everywhere and start making some
you turn the
ammo.
machine off once more. The rabbits don't seem to come back down for some reason. It only seemed to work. Your plan only seemed to work once, sadly.
I run
Okay.
to
So,
Let's start a small fire
Yeah.
to attract the fire crew.
but we want to keep this place.
Yeah, small fire.
Yeah, that's why it's a small
A
fight.
small controlled burn.
Just enough to get people's attention.
We're not really gonna use too much.
Yeah, just
Or
enough to
I could
get
just-
people's attention, so they oh no, there's a fire, we have to put it out.
Or I could just hack the fire alarms.
I mean, you could, but I feel like a tiny fire is more fun.
Alright. Roll to start
Tiny.
small fire.
Fire alarms to say there's a fire in one place instead another fire in another place.
Is there
Yeah, like-
anything I would add to making a small fire?
No, it'll just be a normal roll.
While that's happening, do we still have the cannon gun?
Yes.
Holy shit!
Natural 20. You
Most
think,
controlled
I'll
fire you'll
just
ever
start a
see.
small fire. All the sort of oil and grease from all the machines starts lighting up. The entire place becomes an inferno very quickly.
That is not what I was hoping for. I hope to make a controlled fire, not an uncontrolled one.
So
I think we're really good at controlled fire.
the remnants of fat and grease from all the
Children.
various degrees of meat over the years is quite flammable and has caught fire. The entire factory is now ablaze.
Maybe we should have just hacked the fire now.
I'm running before I die. I've gone through some stuff and I'm not going down in a blaze.
Coil follows you. I'm not. I'll be honest. Like, I was probably going to eat it afterwards, so I have no stake in this fight. Steak, get it? Let's get out of here before we burn to death.
And I think Papa's still outside, isn't he?
Papa, yeah, I guess I'll start the fire. Lucas, I need you to look after your siblings, make sure they get a good funeral. I need to make sure they all burn.
Papa, don't stay.
You will understand when you meet a stripper of your own and start a family of your own.
Question:
I must do this.
Does Baptiste follow you in as your leg?
Yeah, he's got no choice. Yes, Papa. Yes, Papa, we will avenge your siblings.
What is Papa doing then?
Papa's going down
Gato
with
is
the ship.
gonna dramatically walk back towards into the building to make sure everyone, like, blocking the doors so everyone burns to death.
Okay.
Well, and that's one way to make a new character later.
45 minutes later, as the smoke begins to fade and the entire place is burnt down and the three of you stand outside, three of you stand outside thinking about, what are you going to do in a world with no Papa Gato?
Oh, Papa. Can you guys help me?
He was the best of us. He was the worst of us.
It was the worst.
But he smells delicious.
The place is now full of the strong smell of burning meat.
There! There's an adventure.
Can you guys help me bury this can?
Yes, of course we will. I'm just going to check really quickly if, like, this place is still operational. You go hook up the can to the cart, and we'll find a nice place to bury them. Maybe I'll find Gato and bring him around as well.
I think we can just bury it here. I don't think many people are gonna mind if, this burnt out building has a grave next to it.
Can I have retroactively written a will in the cart that says I leave the cart to collect whoever's left, whichever my siblings are left, in the likely event I die?
You can indeed. You can indeed. So you've left everything you own, which is a small bag of seeds to Sparkling Glucose.
Caravan. And a bag of seeds.
So, as you look around the building collapses into a massive pile of shrapnel.
Oh.
It is not usable by anyone. Sadly, no one will be able to benefit from the demise of Weasley's chunky chunks.
Oh, I was going to use
Maybe
this
their
shrapnel.
business rival.
Not even a shrapnel. This ridden shrapnel.
It's basically a pile of twisted, burnt, charred metal.
Oh.
Papa Gato went out like his cousin, who died in the cheese factory.
Wow, a lot of you die in factories, I would say.
It is an occupational hazard.
Wait, are you alive?
Died in that fire.
No.
It's just
Like
the ghost of Gato.
The ghost
Ghost
of
of
Gato
Gato.
next to
The
you.
Lion
like-
King, where he's in the clouds. Or like JoJo's or something.
Papa Gato is now Sparkling Glucose stand.
So I guess we need to make up a lie of what happened to Marie.
But she went on holiday. You said she went on holiday. She didn't go on holiday?
Yes, she went on holiday.
Say when she'd be back for a long
She
holiday.
went to Hawaii.
She went to Hawaii from Ontario. It's quite a journey.
Well, we could
Okay.
say that she was. We could say she was killed by Can.
Or we could just say she went on holiday.
We could, but we could
No,
also
and no.
say.
And not distress her kids.
Yeah, she just went out for a pack of smokes.
There's been enough distressed children in one episode, I think.
Oh, it was just dead children. They weren't distressed towards the end.
I guess we're
Like,
just gonna go,
Baptiste wasn't happy.
just gonna go back to the pep croc.
Yep.
Peppy croc.
You go back to the pep croc, you inform the mouse of Marie's Hawaiian holiday. The mouse doesn't
She
understand
said
why she
she'll
didn't
be
take the
back.
kids with her, but oh well.
She said she'll be back soon and bring gifts.
Yeah, she
Don't
just
don't
needed
give
a
them
break.
hope. Don't give them hope.
She needed a break from the kids, you know, because sometimes when you're a parent, you lose sight of yourself. Like, look at Papa Gato. Was he always called Papa? We may never know.
And I'm gonna spend some of my hard-earned seed to drink away the memories of earning that seed.
That is
You
fair.
got plenty of seed, alright.
Oh.
I can't believe this entire episode was screwed up in 2 different ways.
Yep. But on that note, we will wind this
So
episode
the only
up.
thing that was screwed up, right, Jeff?
What was that?
It's not the only thing that was screwed up.
Oh god.
You're making it really easy for us.
Ah,
Well, Blue Rena was very easy.
But what happened to Blue Rena stays with Blue Rena, and she died in a factory fire.
Of course. You, as her only reigning relative, inherit all her seed fortune.
Yay.
So, the episode has a lot of inheritance to it, apparently. Alright, well,
Look, man, we started off with, like, what you call it,
donuts.
planning permission and, like, building law and building regulations. Now we've moved on to, like, inheritance law.
We're
And
going
some
round the
art
circle.
then. And then
I like how you adopted that glucose for a day.
It was 2 days.
It's 2 days.
2 days, and then you
Full day.
burnt in a meat factory after killing all your other kids.
Well, Glucose now has to keep the Gato name going.
Yeah.
Sparkling
Sparkling
glucose
Gato.
Alright, well, does anyone have anything else they wish to add before we... Does anyone have anything else they wish to add before we wind this episode up for the evening?
Some say if you look up to the sky on a quiet night, and there's a bit of wind, you can see a cloud that looks like a rat, and
You can
if
hear-
it,
Fat rat.
yeah, in the wind,
Wind. Gato.
Je suis Papa Gato.
Papa Gato.
The coil is going to invest in a weapon, a shotgun specifically.
That's fair.
I like we have the poignant moment of a dead character, and then I'm going to buy a shotgun.
Yes, like I had no options there except maybe throw them into a trapdoor filled with shining blades. Like I need a weapon.
Yeah. Totally fair.
I felt like it was a narrative arc, AJ. I felt like it
Yeah,
worked
yeah.
as a narrative arc.
Yes.
A narrative arc that Bellry had a character for 4 episodes, and that was too many.
Four
he lost all of his,
episodes is a long time.
he lost almost all of his kids. He wasn't a happy bunny. He had to. He left everything with his final remaining child. Even
yeah.
adopted, it was, it's still as significant. Like I think that's poignant.
Yeah.
And yeah, I felt like it worked as a narrative arc, is what I'm going
Yeah.
to say, AJ. It's alright. I have characters in the back of my head. I've got a few.
Alright, well, on that note, we will begin the wind-up process. To say, first of all, that we will be at Dragon Meet on Friday. Well, we'll be there from Friday to Sunday, but the Dragon Meet itself is only on Saturday. So come say
Not
hello
me,
to us
sorry.
if you're about. Yeah,
Not
oh
me.
yeah, Barry will not be there. Unfortunately, he's not able to make it. But yeah, if you're about and you want to play a game of Dark with us, we are looking for people to play on the Saturday afternoon between 2 and 4. So if you're about, jump in earlier on, say hi to us, say that you'd like to be a part of it, and there'll be a wee sign-up sheet, I think, somewhere there. So yeah, I know Jeff and Klepto hopefully will be a part of that game. So yeah, play with us, have a laugh with it. And I'm sure if you're not familiar with Dark, have a quick look. Dark is an episode we did before where no one knows any of their stats and they have to work it out through asking me what they roll for things. It's fun. Could be fun. Anyway.
Say Pete, let's say I was hypothetically going to Dragonmeet.
Yes.
And I wanted some high quality dice to play tabletop games with while I was there.
Yes.
You wouldn't happen to know where I could get some, do you?
Yes. I was going to tie in the fact that the things we use for Dark is sold by Gemhammer Gaming, which we have an affiliate code for, but we also have an affiliate code for dndice.co.uk. So go to either dndice.co.uk or gemhammer.com and you will get discounts with Penance RPG at checkout.
Do they sell some of those lovely gemstone dice?
I'm never going to let... Barry's never going to let me live this down, is it?
I didn't say that. That was Jeff. I've been trying to forget about this for years.
Oh dear. So yeah, D-Dice do fantastic plastic resin and metal dice. Metal dice are amazing. They do some fantastic Damascus steel dice, which I will one day own, then probably lose immediately because it's me and I'm clumsy. Gemhammer do a lot of things to augment your game, like Deck of Many Things, Deck of Wonder, some other couple of decks and stuff like that to add in. They are all fantastic stuff. We've used them before in games. They've been all fun. So yeah, have a look there and use our code, get money off.
Yeah. The seasonal time.
Yes, seasonal time especially.
Who doesn't like having dice thrown at them for Christmas?
Exactly, dice are a fantastic gift. Apart from that, our next streams will be tomorrow night. I'll be doing some indie horror. It'll be a shortish stream because we're leaving Dragonmeet on Friday. Monday's the next stream will be me and Barry doing Neo 2. And Tuesday will be Rattrun. Wednesday will be more Rattrun. So yes, that's the next streams we're doing. Yeah, so that is that. Yeah, it's very weird to have very little to sort of explain this. Oh yes, one last thing. We do have someone who asked us to give them a shout out at this point. They are another TTRPG podcast, TTRPG streamcast, and they have asked if we can give them a little plug because they are starting their series tonight. I'm just going to get the link for them. They are called Dice Imitate Life.
Kind of like art.
Yes, there we go. Them. They are running tonight. I believe it's 9 o'clock EST. Let me just check that for definite. Yeah, 9 PM EST. They are starting their series tonight, and we said we'd give them a plug. So yeah.
What's EST in real time?
That's Eastern Standard Time. I think that's 6 hours difference from us.
I genuinely ask. I don't know.
I don't know. I think if I remember right, EST is 6 hours difference from us, but I really can't remember.
Yeah, that'll be 2 a.m. in real time.
It's 5 hours behind us. So
2 a.m. in the real times.
So their stream will be in about 4 hours time. So yeah, go over, check them out, say hey, see you come from us. Be nice to them, because you know, tideways, all ships, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, more than the TTRPG podcast stuff because you know, other people are fantastic. So yes, I unfortunately don't know enough about what they're actually running to explain that, but I think it's an actual play as far as I'm aware.
We'll find out tonight.
We'll find out tonight, and we'll see what is good.
How exciting!
Yes, if you want to find out any previous episodes of Rattrun or Dark Tide, you can find them on our YouTube. We are slowly converting them over to being podcast episodes. I will probably start trying to do more of them in the new year. When I'm changing therapist again, I think. And hopefully I'll change back therapist again, I will be less fucked in the head. So yes, until then, I hope you all take care. We will raid out now. I think we will raid who's on. Who is on that we can raid out to?
Raid whomst.
Neko's on. We're rolling to Neko. They are awesome. They are a Irish streamer. She does a lot of weird and wonderful things. And she also is a fan of TTRPGs and similar. So yeah, it's more than worth your time to check out Neko. If I can find them. There we go. So yes, we'll go and see them. So yeah, until next time folks, you all take care. We'll go right over then. Till then. Mind them waving. Belry, wave.
I am waving, look at me waving.
Can't see you on camera.
Yeah, you can, look, it's waving.
There we go.
It's about man.
All right.
There you go. Full open palm. There you go. Open palmed wave.
All right.
that
Take care,
better?
folks. See you later.
Yeah.
Good night.
Fucking waved.